What's going on, here, Ned? Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I want to share some essential things that I pack when I travel overseas. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope all is well and having a beautiful day wherever you are. Now, for today's video, I want to share some essential things that I pack with when I travel overseas, just because in the next 2 weeks, by the time you see this video, I'll be in Korea, just traveling out and about. And I figured as I'm already in this packing phase, might as well make a quick video out of it and share the essential things that I pack with that may help you as well. So let's get started. Now, to start us off, one thing that I absolutely love traveling with are these t-shirts here. These things are called the 72-hour merino t-shirts by Proof. So if you don't know what merino wool is, basically it's like a magical fabric. This thing is like absolutely amazing. Somehow this fabric makes it to become odorless, pretty much wrinkle-free. Like it's light, it's super comfortable, it dries really fast. And for the name of this thing, it's 72 hours. And I have generally gotten close for my use out of these t-shirts when I'm traveling, and they've been pretty solid. I don't know about you, but I'm what they call an overpacker. I don't know what it is, but throughout the years, I've developed this weird habit where I want to wear a fresh, clean t-shirt every single day when I'm traveling. Obviously, if I have no choice, I will obviously wear like the reused t-shirts, but if I do have a choice, I kind of don't want it. I typically don't want to have and start out the day where I'm doing that sniff test. You're like, should I gamble this? Should I wear it? I'm not about that. I don't want to be in that skeptical moment and start off my day. I want to be able to, be like, yeah, let's go, fresh day, time to travel. This was that perfect solution to kind of go about that solution to allow me to pack less, get more use out of it, and allow me to have that space in my luggage to be able to bring more souvenirs. I think they're great. Merino wool is great. They're making so many types of form factors where you're having t-shirts, long sleeve, sweatshirts, pants. Highly recommend if you're someone who travels often and you want to travel with less stuff, especially if you're like a backpacker or so. These things are great. This is not a sponsored video, but if you do want to support the channel, I truly love these a lot. So if you want to get your hands on one, I'll leave my affiliate links down below so you can get them as well. Moving on, one of the most important things I love carrying on the everyday basis is a watch. I don't know about you guys, but typically for me, when I'm traveling overseas, I tend to, want to spice up my accessory game, depending on the outfit. So this thing here is a game changer for those moments. And this thing here is called the Rothwell 2-watch travel case storage organizer. This thing here is a game changer for me because typically when I'm traveling, I'm using a watch roll case plus a smaller organizer for like my rings and necklaces and stuff. But as I've been traveling, I've been getting this weird anxiety of like, oh shoot, where did I put this thing? Oh shoot, did I lose it or something? Where the hell did I put that? So in order to kind of maintain my sanity and kind of cause a lot less stress when I'm traveling, I bought this to kind of consolidate all that stuff in one single spot. In order to access the contents inside, there's a little zip here in the side where you just zip away, and then boom. Full on access to store 2 watches and then a little more storage organizer in the lid. So you may be wondering, why the heck do you have 1 watch here when you're supposed to store 2? Great question. Typically when I'm traveling, I do have one on my wrist and then I store one here to kind of change it up. When I'm clocking out for the night and just end the day, I want to be able to store this watch on my wrist in here and not, let it be prone to any scratches when I'm putting on a nightstand or something. So it makes it a little bit easier for me to store my stuff away in one single spot. And then one of the biggest reason why I bought this in the first place was this lid storage organizer. You just pop open this tab and then you pull these 2 tabs and then boom. Full on storage organizer for like rings or necklaces or whatever trinkets you kind of have, what you want to carry on your travel basis right at the top. And it's pretty good because it's pretty flush with the contents inside. I think this is pretty good for what it is. I recommend this a lot. It's a great solution for men and women. So if you're interested, links down below. This next product here is gonna be a product that makes my life so much easier when I'm traveling to make videos. And this thing here is called the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So personally speaking, I believe this camera is the perfect camera for everyone. From my own experience of just traveling with this thing, as well as like a difference between carrying a very high quality mirrorless camera, straight up night and day. Carrying the mirrorless camera is super heavy, carrying different lenses and stuff and other stuff along with it. There's a time and place for my mirrorless camera, but more often than not when I'm traveling nowadays, I don't want to carry like something that heavy. It breaks my back. It's so tiring and everything. And for a quick little small form factor camera like this to capture those, small documented moments when you want to travel, this is perfect. Now, I don't want to go too in depth in this actual camera because I made a dedicated video on this. So if you want to check it out, links up here. But with that being said, if you want to find some way to document your travels and not use your phone, I think this is perfect. It's great with friends. You don't need to use a camera. They can just pick it up, turn it on. You can use this in a horizontal aspect, so that's pretty cool. And then if you're into actually making like content creation for like vertical shorts and stuff, I think this is really, really great to use. So, second last product here. Whether you've been following this channel for quite some time or just kind of passing by, personally, I just want to recommend photography to you. I think during your travels, I think the best way to really experience your travels is photography. For some reason for me, I think it just helps me immerse myself, really enjoy the whole entire trip. And in order to do that, the most essential thing that I need is a camera. And this thing here is my typical camera I like to carry, and this is called the Fuji X100V. Before I get the hate comments and stuff about this camera, about it being like really hard to get, it's like the unicorn camera, it's like so hard to wait for it and everything, I understand. The whole reason why I just want to say this whole entire thing is because, I think photography is a great way to actually like immerse yourself in the environment, really see the surroundings and really see the granularity in the environment you're in. I think having a cheap camera like this thing here is called a Camp Snack camera, is totally suffice. It's like 65 bucks. Essentially, I just think a separate camera entity is just a lot better to use to really like see the nuances. There is the argument of why don't you just use your phone? That's just much easier. But I just feel like going the analog route, other than the digital, like quote unquote route of a phone, is just, it's like night and day. Something about using a phone, you're just kind of snapping away like casually, but something about using a camera, you're kind of like stopping, you're kind of looking inside out versus outside in. So it's something that I feel like is a good exercise to be able to see what's going on, really see like what the locals are doing, like the laughter, like the environment, the little small cool details of the actual cities or something. I think it's pretty good an idea, and that's why I essentially always want to have a camera on me and not my phone, when I'm traveling. So with that being said, if you don't want to really break the bank, like getting a Fuji X100V like this, I personally believe getting a camera like this is totally suffice. So if you're looking to grab your hands on this one, links down below. All right, home stretch here, guys. Last but not least, one of my favorite bags I like to use on my travels is this thing here. This thing here is called the 42-liter Navigator Collapsible Duffel by Nomadic. You may have seen this product before in a previous gift guide. I went through this before, but I kind of want to go more in detail. Let me show you. As I mentioned before, this thing is collapsible. So this is great because you can stow it away as you please if you're not using it, or just take it out and undo it. In order to access it, unzip it, and then you got full-on access to a 42-liter duffel. I honestly wish I got this much sooner. This thing is freakishly huge for what it is, honestly, but it's just such a game changer especially for this upcoming trip. When I'm coming back from Korea, I plan on buying a bunch of skincare products or some snacks and stuff, and I typically need like another check-in bag or something. But this time, I'm just gonna get this thing here, stow away all the clothes and stuff to make more space, and shove all the souvenirs in the check-in bag and use this as my carry-on. Other than that, this thing is gonna be great during the trip itself as well, because I'm having this small mini trip within this whole entire trip. So, instead of lugging around this ginormous check-in bag, I can just leave it at a hotel room and just use this on my small travels and just don't have to carry everything. It's just the small necessity things like some small shirts or some underwear or whatever it is, just the necessities. I think this is awesome. I think this is really smart. Nomadic did a great way of designing this. Obviously, you gotta have some organization, as they always do. This is just smart. You can use this as a backpack as you please, or duffel action, whatever it floats your boat. I just think collapsible things are just great. Nomadic has a whole line of collapsible bags. I'm sure there's others that are less expensive, but for 100 bucks, freaking nice. So if you wanna get your hands on this one, links down below. Whew, that took a lot longer to make this video. I love all these products. These are the essentials that I love to carry on my travels overseas. They've been game changers in all sorts of scenarios. They've been great to elevate my travels. Highly recommend them. I'll leave all the links down below if you want to grab your hands on them as well. Really, guys, I think traveling overseas, finding products that are not the most typical and like these, very helpful in my personal opinion to make your travels so much more enjoyable and less stressful. So, with that being said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up to help this channel, especially that YouTube algorithm. As always, guys, if you have any comments, you have any questions about any of the products, or if you have any recommendations yourself, I love to hear them. Comment down below. Let's have a conversation. And with that being said, if you like this type of stuff, product reviews, gift guides, tech reviews, whatever it may be, I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy, and God bless. See you in the next one. Smile. Whew. Oh, this video took a while. Starting to, some neck crackles. Ugh. See you in the next one, guys. Take it easy.